Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Unfiltered commentary. And that's your truth, the real truth. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Welcome back from Fox News. Joe Rogan forces Dr. Gupta to admit CNN shouldn't have called his COVID treatment horse dewormer. Do you think that that's a problem, that your news network lies? Rogan asked the CNN correspondent. Good for you, Joe. Now, there's a lot of things Joe Rogan says and does I don't agree with. I give his right to say it. He could be the most listened to person in America, maybe even the Western Hemisphere. I'm not sure. I know in English-speaking countries, he certainly is. And he's grown to be huge and very influential. So this is really a big deal. Dr. Gupta, by the way, is the main, at least what I know of, the main medical person they ask on CNN to spout their BS. Joe Rogan confronted CNN's chief medical correspondent, Dr. Gupta, over his network claims that the podcast host took horse dewormer as a COVID treatment. On Wednesday's installment of the Joe Rogan Experience, Rogan grilled the doctor on why someone like him who already had COVID and his antibodies should get vaccinated. By the way, I'm glad you're better, Gupta said. Yeah, wow. You know what? Nice. Thank you, Joe responded. You're probably the only one on CNN who's glad. The rest of them are all lying about me taking horse medication. That bothered you, Gupta grinned? As in, didn't you realize? That's what we do over there. It's all a joke. It's all a scam. It's reality TV. Don't you know we're not a news network? We're just another arm of the Democratic National Committee. Now part of the government. Come on, Joe, you should know that. That's why he smirked. Like that's how we roll, Joe. Come on. It should bother you too, Rogan shot back. They're lying at your network about people taking human drugs versus drugs for veterinary. Calling it a horse dewormer is not the most flattering thing. I get that, Gupta conceded. Which is admitting it's all bullshit. It's a lie. It's a scam. It's what the Democrats in the current administration wants them to say, so they said it concerning the horse dewormer. Oh, it's not the most flattering thing. Unbelievable. It's a lie, Rogan pushed back. It's a lie on News Network, a major news network whose, by the way, ratings are plummeting. It's a lie that they're conscious of. It's not a mistake. They're unfavorably framing it as veterinary medicine. Yeah, it's not a mistake. It's done on purpose to push a narrative and to hurt people. That's what they do. Gupta pointed to the snarky statement released by the FDA saying, "You're not a horse, you're not a cow," in order to encourage people not to take ivermectin. But Rogan remained persistent on calling out CNN's coverage of a drug that's been given out to billions and billions of people and resulted in a Nobel Prize. Yeah, that's when Nobel Prize meant something. They gave one to Barack Obama, and you ask all the Obama supporters about the Nobel Prize. Oh, yeah, he deserved it. Yeah, he was president, what, like 2-3 months? And then you ask him what he did to get it, and you get this. I don't know specifically. I'm not really up on it that much, but I know he deserved it. Yeah, okay. Why would they lie and say that's horse dewormer, Rogan asked? I can't afford people medicine mother effer. It's ridiculous. Yeah, he's got unknown tens of millions. Of course he can. It's just a lie. Don't you think that a lie like that is dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying? Yeah, Joe. Yep. That they know they're lying. Do you think that's a problem that your news network lies? What did they say, Gupta asked? Like he didn't know. Of course he knew. He's their chief medical correspondent. The podcast host first told Gupta that his ivermectin was prescribed to him by a doctor, forcing the CNN correspondent to say the drug shouldn't be called horse dewormer. Does it bother you that your network you work for out and out lied? Just outright lied about me taking horse dewormer? They shouldn't have said that. Why did they do that? Rogan asked. I don't know, Gupta responded. You didn't ask? You're the medical guy over there, Rogan exclaimed. I didn't ask, Gupta said. I should have asked before coming on this podcast. Yeah, they're going to say, well, Dr. Gupta, we lied because he knew, of course, the whole thing was crap. Gupta denied Rogan's claim that CNN made the claims with such glee before playing a clip of Out Front anchor Aaron Burnett calling ivermectin a livestock drug. I don't think Aaron had glee, Gupta reacted. Oh, but he knew she didn't have glee, but he didn't know what they said? Really? Well, it's more Brian Stelter, who was the gleeful one, Rogan replied, referring to CNN's left-wing media guru. The point is it's a lie. That can be used for humans, I get it, an uncomfortable Gupta exclaimed. What do you mean you get it? You're a doctor, you idiot. It's not just could be used for humans. It's often used for humans along with other drugs that I took. All human drugs, the podcast host said. They know that's a human drug and they lied. It's deflammatory. Yeah, they shouldn't have said it, Gupta reiterated. I don't know if it's defamatory. Really, you idiot? I mean, he's trying to cover his own behind. And the people that pay him large amounts of money, I have no doubt. I wonder when the last time this guy actually saw a patient. I'll bet it is. I bet it is, Rogan asserted. It's a lie. Rogan went on to knock CNN for not reporting how he tested negative 5 days later and felt great following his treatment. My point is, you're working for a news organization. If they're lying about a comedian taking horse medication, what are they telling us about Russia? What are they telling us about Syria? Do you understand that that's why people get concerned about the veracity of the news? Rogan pressed Gupta before the CNN correspondent again and conceded he did not take a horse dewormer. Well, Joe, you know what? I'll give you another round of applause. I haven't seen the whole segment. I plan on seeing it. But that's an extraordinary exchange. That's an extraordinary exchange. And good for you, Joe. Good for you. I'm glad this is finally coming out. How many people are going to believe CNN's full of crap, MSNBC? I mean, it's amazing to me. There's opinions, of course, from people. There's a lot of opinions on Fox, which I watch. But you know their opinions. They're not giving you the news that he took horse medication. And they told thousands of other lies. I mean, they went on for 3 days once because Trump had 2 scoops of ice cream and everybody else had 1. That he threw in all the fish food and embarrassed himself in front of the Japanese prime minister, whom we saw later the film was edited, and it was the Japanese prime minister that threw in all the food and Trump just followed. That's how ridiculous these people are. It's reality TV. I hope they get theirs. And I guess the latest ratings came out and Fox has 3 times the audience CNN has. So good for them. And good for you, Joe, even though you and I don't always agree on things. I think you call it like you see it. I don't always agree with that, but in this case, I certainly do. They insulted you personally and lied, and you called them out on it, and I'm surprised Dr. Gupta even decided to come on your show. But the thing is, though, you're so big now. As far as audience goes, you are the biggest game in town. So they have to come on your show whether they want to or not. Anyway, slowly but surely, the curtain's being pulled away. Let's just hope that people are paying attention. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.